No one else here yet.
You got here right on time.
Good.
And of course, I start this and Mom wants me. So hello everyone, and I'll be right back.
So I've just been left the guy this evening. Well, that's all. Which that was going to be a reason why I don't decide to streams by myself. Unless I'm the greatest person ever to do these things. See if there's any news. Oh, fuck's sake. Bad time for the browser to crash now. Uh, I don't know. I'm just rolling my cigarette. Waiting for Green Thunder to come back.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, good. That was a minute of me pretty much humming it on and trying to carry the stream.
I had to get up because Mom didn't want to take care of her own dishes. Oh well. I think I actually slipped and hurt my knee badly a couple weeks ago, and then did nothing about it. Now every time I actually have to bend it and put weight on it, it hurts like hell.
That's a sign you're getting old.
I'm not even 30 yet. I'm not supposed to have pains like that.
I had pains like that on 23. So then, I see, where's Thornton?
I
So,
don't know. His phone was off. Must be busy.
well, apparently, there's now 3 cases of coronavirus in Scotland, and one of them is in my area.
I don't think that coronavirus is really. It's the flu. What is it? It doesn't really. It's just a weird exotic strand of the flu.
It's just basically another, like, fucking swine flu or Ebola, isn't it, really?
Yeah, not much is going to happen. People are just going to freak out. I am going to look into buying like those MRE things though. Should have those in case of disaster or for snacks because I mean if I could just have a box of snacks sitting next to me that's basically an entire meal. I maybe a bit of a wide load.
Yeah, I mean, they get. Tell you what, though, isn't one pack one meal? I mean, you get a lot in one pack for one meal.
Well, if you get the actual military MREs, it's like a full course meal and toilet paper, or at least last I knew.
It used to get smokes in them.
Of course, you want attention. I guess I should turn my camera on and show the people what they can
Hello,
eat.
Inked.
Yo, Inked.
We have a hand sanitizer shortage in the UK now because
You
people
know,
are panic buying.
my favorite use for hand sanitizer is still to keep. I've actually used hand sanitizer to keep warm.
I've never actually bought hand sanitizer once in my entire life.
Uh, but yeah, straight hand sanitizer will dry the crap out of your skin. They do have it with like lotion additives, so it kills the germ and moisturizes.
I should probably leave a like.
Oh yes, I like, share, subscribe. That's much appreciated.
I think it's up to you now on pretty much all my accounts. I think about 5 of your subs are me.
Oh, and going through the door in New Vegas offline did actually work. So I'm through the door, immediately saved it, and then it's ready for Saturday.
Nice.
Other than that, I did stupid in Minecraft, so I'm going to have to restart my world because I lost my main items and those things. Since they level up as you use them, there's not really any replacing them. But yeah, I tried to swim in oil and drowned. Swimming in oil is just like swimming in water, except for it's pitch black and you can't see where the air is.
Never tried it.
Yeah, you got freaking Galacticraft. It's fun, but I'm doing vanilla Minecraft now. Just back to basics, see what's new. Already have a tower of wheat my wheat spiral higher than my house because I found two villagers that had like over I got like a stack and a half of wheat from a village or like two villages.
I haven't had time to play. I haven't had time to play games the last 2 days. College work.
Oh, you're going to school. One of these days I'm actually going to get off my ass and get a GED.
What are you doing now?
I
What time at present?
with where I'm living, it's going to be too hard. It's going to have to be if I ever moved closer to in the city. But
Is
at
it
least
not? Is it not way like you can study from home for it now, or is that
I
possible?
haven't found it where it doesn't cost like a boatload of money to get it, and it's not really going to do anything for me, but it'd be a thing that I did.
That might be something. You could use that as a stepping stone to get into like college or something.
Well, my attention span's too short, and I get easily distracted, so
Not really much of an excuse, though, I would say.
I could focus on that, but
Because I think I might be. I think I might. I don't think I have ADHD. I think I might have ADD. My attention span isn't great either. That was the one thing a lot of teachers said when I was in school. They were like, "He's a good lad. He has potential, but he gets distracted very easily." I think all but one of my teachers ever said that to me.
ooh, we have a trucker. Hello.
Sup?
Yeah, your camera's on, by the way.
Yeah. I just pointing forward, so I ain't worried about it.
So, what are you up to on your lovely day off?
I'm getting breakfast right now. Actually, just got done getting breakfast.
I keep getting mom to buy the Jimmy Dean. They're like breakfast corn dogs. Like,
We're proud of our Jimmy Dean sausage. My son loves them.
yeah,
they're pancake
fa-
corn dogs.
Yeah, well, it's sausage in the middle. It is. I love them.
Yeah, they're pancake corn dogs.
Breakfast on a stick. I am pro food on a stick.
Yeah, it works for me.
Mom complains. She asked for a couple. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give them to you the same way I eat them. And I come in, put both two cook the things cooked on her table. She's like, no plate. I'm like, that would be a waste of plate. Just
I mean, it's on a stick.
You're not wrong. I mean, that's like this one guy at Renaissance festivals I used to go to. He used to say he had one of his jokes was actually surrounded by that. He's like, he's talking mac and cheese on a stick, this on a stick, that's on a stick. It's amazing to think about how they ate before the invention of the stick.
if I can get away with eating something without dirtying a dish, I do it.
I was gonna say at least be a paper towel, or at least use a paper towel. Don't be a total heathen.
I clean up after myself for the most part, but yeah.
Ooh, incident. That worries me a little.
Now, if they could get tomato soup on a stick, that would be really impressive, actually.
That's called real French gazpacho. But bump. Was it?
Yeah.
That's the soup. Gazpacho, I think it is served cold.
Oh, I have no time for cold tomato. Then again, the only time I have tomato soup is when I do grilled cheese, because that is an excellent meal.
Oh yeah. All right. Road rage of a truck driver, agility of a four-wheeler. Let's do this. Hey, Thunder.
Yeah.
Truckers be like, selfie with a friend.
True.
Please tell me you catch the joke in that, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I saw.
You see my reflection in the door?
Yeah, I saw an article. I don't know how the tanker did it, but it's across. It tipped over across the medium and spilled all of its contents. Milk
Okay.
chocolate. Basically, the street got covered in milk chocolate, or the highway got covered in milk chocolate.
Yeah, that was in Poland, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
Well, he lost control a little bit, and there's in bulk trailers is what they call surge, especially when it's all liquid. The moment that stuff starts moving in a way back and forth, it's going to start dragging you with it. And if you try to overcorrect too much, it'll just turn itself over, not even thinking about it. And once it's turned over, the lid of those things are on the top. So.
Oh, that means it's warm chocolate too. That would be weird.
Well, no, it's just chocolate fondues. That's warm chocolate.
I mean, can you imagine stepping in chocolate?
Well, a lot of times like that. I mean, if it's in a tanker, it's liquid chocolate.
Later inked.
Right.
I go just.
That just reminds me of an episode of American Dragon. Jake Long, his two friends, one of them was told that he was going to spill milk, so he's like, you know what, I am going to screw your future telling abilities, and he steps outside of the school and almost gets hit by a tanker truck, and it swerves to miss him and spills all of its milk. That also was the episode where the grandpa didn't drive, the dog did, and one of the friends goes, "Does the dog have a driver's license?" The grandpa goes, "No, but he has a doggy's license."
Okay then.
Let me see if that holds up. It was one of the shows I watched back in the day.
Gotcha. So. So I'm sitting here kind of stressing right now. And battery cable broken in my pickup. I'm gonna have to sit and fix that when I get home, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that yet.
Yeah, electrical's always a pain.
Yeah. I know one of the things I got to do. I just don't want to do it.
I just watched this Anne of all trades. She apparently moved cross country from I think she was in Seattle, Washington. Now she's in Nashville on a
Right.
farm. But her like 50 or 67 farm truck, the starter got messed up, so she had to have someone basically build a new starter, but keep it in the old case so it would fit.
Yeah, they did what they call rewrapping it.
Yeah. I've technically the starter that is on the lawnmower now is one that I was seized up from the other mower, and I took it apart, cleaned it up, and rebuilt it. That touch of a pain.
That's why a lot of times it's easier to buy a new starter. Not always cheaper, but easier.
Well, free starter versus looking for money to buy one.
Fair enough.
I thought we were done with snow, and then just a dusting fell this morning. It was like all melted and pretty much gone, and then a dusting.
It ain't spring till next month.
Yeah, I should.
Well, spring was the end of this month.
I should.
What is this, March now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to sit and check calendars, but it's technically it starts the next full moon or the next new moon.
I thought I. Oh, the only calendar is in the chair way over there. I can see it, I just can't reach it.
First day of spring is the 20th of March.
Okay.
Which doesn't really mean much, it just means. Technically, that's what it is, but. The weather being what it is, you never know.
I mean, Scotland's one of those weird places where it could snow in April, then it could be like 20 degrees the next day. No one really bat an eyelid. Like, well, that's just normal weather in Scotland.
Was it when that Arctic weather front thing? Oh, hey, Leonely.
Leona Lee.
Sorry.
Leona, hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. Anyway.
But yeah, when that Arctic air came through, it went from, I think it was in the 50s or 60s to -2 overnight.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
So, about 15 to -8.
I like when it's 50 degrees out. Just all you need is a hoodie.
I'm digging it. It hit almost 70 yesterday.
Yeah, 70's good too. Oh, we have a crappy. But yeah, once it hits like 80, that's when I say that's when it gets too hot for me. I know I'm
Hey,
weak.
Crappy.
Hey, how's everybody?
All right. You up at the West by God line yet?
Hi.
You at the West by God line yet?
Oh, past that.
They finished getting that mess cleaned up at the rest area.
Yeah.
Okay. That was funny as hell.
Hell, what I seen something that's funny too this morning. The southbound Pennsylvania way station
Uh huh.
was open.
That's rare.
Oh yeah, had trucks lined up for a half mile.
I'm not surprised. Huh. Somebody just put in the group chat that Bloomberg is suspending his presidential campaign.
Oh,
He might as well.
He's finally done throwing money at a thing.
No, he's not done throwing money at it, but he did get his ass handed to him yesterday.
Yep. The only thing he won was the American Samoas.
Do they even get a vote?
He got one delegate.
Yep.
Yeah, so do people in American Samoa even get a vote?
He got some.
Yeah,
I think they
Can they actually vote for their president?
yeah, the territories do get to vote for president.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
But it's weird because they have no representation, really, do they?
Actually, the American Samoas do have representation.
Yep.
They're actually in Nancy Pelosi's district.
So you may as well just become a state of that, right then.
Well, they're technically part of California.
I do know. What was that one? What is that one that had all the relief efforts basically kept instead of distributed?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. They every once in a while have the vote to become a state and just they vote no.
They say no because they want the money without the responsibility.
Yep.
Fun
Yeah,
fact
if I was in charge of that, I'd be like, either you become a state or you become a country. You can't just be a hybrid of both when you feel like it.
Fun fact about the American Samoas there, Thunder. What is the current? Y'all probably be able to look this up faster than me right now. What is the current minimum wage in the current federal U.S. minimum wage?
Last I knew, it was like $7.50.
Okay, in American Samoa, it's about $4.
Hell, you know what it was when I started work?
One halfpenny.
Nah, a little bit more than that. $2.25.
Okay, apparently federal minimum wage is $7.25 and Michigan minimum wage is $9.80 or $8.90.
Yeah, now look up the minimum wage in Samoan Islands. They're actually the only area in the U.S. that has a complete exception for it. It's like $4 and some odd cents. Nancy Pelosi managed to get an exception just for that area. Trying to think, crappy. I think it was like $2.35, $2.50 when I started working.
Yeah.
$4.
There you go.
Except for if you're fishing in a particular sector, then it's $3.20. That's a load of shit.
Nancy Pelosi.
So just because you work a particular job, you get paid less than minimum. Well, then again, that's the entirety of wait staff.
Of course, over here, if you're under 25, the minimum wage is less.
It's under wait staff. Wait staff is a very interesting conundrum in and of itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, their minimum wage is like $3 an hour, but we do live in a culture where it's considered good manners to tip.
We kind of need to break with tradition there and get with the rest of the world on that one.
I don't know. Some waitresses make damn good money.
Mm-hmm.
My granddaughter was in high school, and she worked weekends. Hell, she can make $250 a night just off truck drivers.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
Is that restaurant? I think it is.
The one in Emporia.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I was trying to be nice about it, but yeah.
That's all right.
The one owned by a certain race car driver.
Him and his brother. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't have anything going on this week that I know of.
Do you have anything going on any week?
Nope. Oh, I did get my ID the other day,
Good.
so I actually have a legal ID. Which means if I ever see a discount airsoft gun at the store again, I don't need my mom to buy it for me.
Did you get the universal ID?
I don't. I just got an ID. I'm not sure. I know I'm organ donor and vote, which I'm not sure how good my organs are, but if they're still good after I pass, go ahead, take them.
I wouldn't do that, really.
I would, but again, I don't know how good my organs are going to be.
There
Kidneys are
are
messed up.
rescue squads that have been caught treating an organ donor card like a do not resuscitate order.
Yeah, that's a load of shit.
I'm not saying it's universal, but there are some who have been caught doing that.
Yep. But they have to resuscitate them to save the organs.
Yeah.
I do know. Shit.
We'll be here.
Alright, what happened?
He got a phone call.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be hooked up to too many machines, but just CPR is good enough for me.
I don't know. That's where I'm governed by that. Something George Carlin said one time. You know, they're talking about, oh, just if something happens to me, just pull the plug on me, pull the plug. Fuck you, leave my plug alone.
Yeah, I'm kind of one of them. I'm like, if I ever end up like a vegetable or something, just kill me.
So what happens if a gay man ends up on life support? He was a fruit, now he's a vegetable. At least he's still in the produce section.
True.
What I was saying before I was interrupted by a damn robocall. Uh, I know some gunshot victims where they use a small caliber gun and they're still alive. They will keep them alive and then talk to the family, see what they want to do. And if they have an organ donor card, they take them straight to MCV.
Yeah.
What else is it there to talk about?
I don't know. At least close all the schools and colleges. Due to the coronavirus. I wonder if any more countries will follow.
I'm personally not too worried about the coronavirus as far as myself goes.
Me either.
Because you two spend most of your life in a box anyway.
Well, it's not even that part. It's a matter of, dude, I'm a Gen Xer. I survived Y2K, 2 bouts of the bird flu, swine flu, countless Ebola outbreaks.
Plus, eat up with the dumbass flu.
Do what now?
Plus, eat up with the dumbass flu.
Okay, Boomer.
Hey, that's fine and dandy. I've been through it all.
You got a scar on your arm?
Yes, sir. Got one on my forehead, too. That was from my mumps.
All right, so if there's anybody in the chat who's wondering about that, anybody what was that crappy, pre-1980?
Yeah.
When they were to get the tuberculosis vaccination, it would actually cut your arm. It would actually leave a scar on your arm where you got the vaccination.
Thought that was chicken pox.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
No, I think that was a TB vaccine.
uh,
I mean, it's since. I mean, they've since managed to do it in a shot, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember going to the firehouse and getting the tuberculosis vaccine on a sugar cube.
okay. That wasn't
Yeah.
TB then. What the hell was it?
I don't know what the scar,
Yeah.
chicken pox.
Are you sure it was chicken pox?
Yeah.
Okay. All I know is I've gotten the chicken. I got the chicken pox. I got the vaccine twice, and I've still had chicken pox like 6 times in my life.
I don't know if I've had the vaccines, but I remember having the chicken pox when I was a kid.
Yeah, I had it once. Only it's very
Problem is-
rare to get it more than once because the virus never leaves you.
I've had it 6 times.
How did that happen?
My body just won't build the immunity to it.
Does that mean you won't get shingles? You'll just get chicken pox?
Oh
No.
no! It means it means if I ever get exposed to chicken pox again, I most definitely will get it,
Yep.
and it's gonna suck.
Oh,
Yeah, it's worse when you're an adult, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it will pretty much kill you as an adult.
I doubt it's gonna kill me, but it's gonna hurt like a bitch.
Yep. My wife had shingles. As soon as she got it, I went and got me the vaccine for it.
It's supposed to be like one of the most painful things to experience.
Yep.
Does not sound like I want it.
Well, you best go get that booster.
Yep. I've had just about every vaccine you can get, even hepatitis C.
I actually know a gal that was getting ready to divorce her husband because he ended up with hepatitis D, and she thought he was cheating on her. Not the smartest gal in the world. I could understand her paranoia, but Which, by the way, Thunder, I think it's I think it's D. D is the one you can get for just drinking too much.
Oh. Oh, I was watching some old Let's Plays, and one of the like this was long time ago that the one dude brought up. It warms my. He said it warms my heart to see a headline that says, "Anti-vax mom changes her mind after her 3 kids and husband die of a preventable disease." It sucks for them, but nature just mocked your choices right there.
Yep.
Yep.
It should have been her that died. That would have been karma.
Yeah.
Well, we were worried. Hell, my son's mother. We were worried about him, his allergies, because my wife's allergic to eggs. My wife cannot get vaccinated for anything really, because most vaccines are cultured in eggs, and it's bad for her, And at one point, my son was reacting to eggs. He was having allergic reactions to eggs, but he got a little bit older, and once he got a little bit older, he stopped having those reactions to eggs. And once we're sitting there figuring out what the deal was, it's a matter of for him, it's not that he can or cannot have eggs; it's how much. So once we figured out what the limit was for him, he can have the equivalent of about 2 eggs per day before it starts screwing with him. So once we found that out, we started vaccinating the shit out of that little boy. And
So
he did not
really
like.
much of an issue.
It's
not much of an issue then, is it? Like, most people would eat more than 2 eggs a day anyway.
I'll eat 3 or 4 in one go.
It's an issue. It's an issue because it's a matter of not giving him more than his body can handle. So now at that point, I'm not sure if that would still be considered an allergy, but.
Which reminds me, I meant to hard boil eggs and throw them in pickle juice so I could have pickled eggs next month, but I forgot.
Yeah.
You mean vinegar?
No, I just straight up use the pickle juice after the pickles are ate up.
Yeah, it's vinegar, isn't it?
For his brine.
Well, it's vinegar and spices.
Look, the brine's a different thing. It's vinegar.
Admit it, Thunder, you've had pickled pig's feet.
No, I have not eaten pig's feet.
Piece of advice: don't.
Oh, I've had actual legitimate pork rinds before. They're I don't.
Most pork rinds are legitimate. Are you talking about cracklins?
Yeah, I mean not the ones that you get in the bag. Like,
Yeah, you're talking about cracklings.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Okay.
good.
The cracklin's the one with the fat back still attached.
Yes.
Not bad, huh?
Nope. And I think that place actually closed down. Freaking sucks.
I know we used to make our own rendering lard.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I need to post that. Did you see that picture of the Teletubbies that I posted to the Green Thunder section of Scotsman's Discorded?
No, I have
Yeah,
not
it's
really.
horrifying.
I have not actually looked at any discords today.
I did it yesterday. Basically, when I cleaned out the chair, I put
Didn't really do it yesterday either.
the seated Chucky doll is in between the 4 Teletubby toys, just sitting in the chair over there.
Okay. I think the only appearance I made yesterday in anybody's Discord was Peter's Discord, where the show yourself section. What I did to Urbana and Peter.
Oh, what'd you do to him?
Foxy posted a picture of her flipping off the camera, sticking her tongue out. So I superimposed a picture of Peter playing with his nipples over it
Nice.
to make it look that like she made that pose, and that's what Peter was doing, thinking about it.
I think I annoyed Peter because I put gay under his video yesterday. With the reactions.
Oh, which video was it?
It was this video saying he was live on Twitch.
Oh. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like that one video he did the day before yesterday. Problem is, he admitted it was Reddit.
I like Reddit. I haven't been back on Reddit for a while. Although most of Reddit is left leaning. Still never got a straight answer. I actually legitimately ask, what has Trump done wrong, and every answer is basically, what hasn't Trump done wrong? Dumbass.
You know, yeah. The thing that kind of ticks me off about that is most of the critics of Trump are criticizing him for, it's either stuff that Obama did that's only coming to fruition now that they're criticizing Trump for, the results of Obama stuff, or it's the same stuff. I think the big thing is not so much that it's what Trump is doing, it's that Trump is the one doing it.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Granting Monkey on this one. Whoever beat Hillary was going to be done this way.
Oh, yeah.
Shoots.
Well, there's a story that, yes, it's a TV judge who said the story, but Judge Joe Brown, I'll find it for you and send it for you if you'd like. Judge Joe Brown, somebody interviewed him and did the whole, is Trump racist? And Joe Brown said, no, I don't think so. It's like, okay, why is Trump not racist? And Joe Brown went into talking about how back in the 90s, Joe Brown knew Trump, and what would happen is there were a bunch of a whole bunch of black entrepreneurs that, because of banking policies put in place by help of the Clintons, a black could not get a loan for nothing to start a business. So what Trump would, what would happen is, Trump would have these people come up to him and say, okay, well, here's your plan. In this amount of time, you show up with the check for the principal and interest at one time, all at once on that day. You're not making payments. You're just showing up with a check at this time. And he's like, okay. The amount of time would pass, that same guy, whether the business, survived or not, the person who started the business would go back to Trump with a check for the principal and interest. And Trump would say, did you get your business started? Yeah. Is your business doing good? Yeah. And then Trump would rip up the check and say, good, go run your business.
Yeah, I heard that story. So yeah, how is he racist? Just I saw someone on Facebook still believing the whole him saying that Corona was a joke because apparently he donated the 100,000 of his salary to fight Corona.
What if Trump's not taking a salary?
If he does, he donates it.
Yeah.
Legally, he does. I think legally he takes $1 a year because he has to. There's basically nothing.
So that means any money that Trump donated. There was a disaster a year or two ago. That it was like I was watching one of those. I had one of those C-SPAN type things going on, where there was nobody making commentary, nobody, just nothing. It's just like somebody set up a camera and then walked away from it and let the camera roll. And Trump had shown up to one of the shelters and, made a speech and was sitting there shaking hands and all this stuff. And everybody got up and, left, and Trump walked, or, people were walking away. All the news media walked away. And you could see Trump walked up to the person who was running the shelter, just pull a check out of out of his jacket and hand them the check and walk away. He never did never said anything about it. He just did it.
Yeah, that's
got to say something.
Yeah, the best charity is the charity that you do without anyone knowing.
I'm a big disciple of Hank Reardon in that sense. Or would Hank Reardon actually? No, I guess you could say I'm Galtian in that sense. John Galt. My big position to anyone is I don't. Yes, I will donate to charity. How much I donate it to and who I donate to, that's my business, because I don't do it for you. I don't do it to make you feel good. I do it for my own reasons. Wow, you ignorant fuck.
What happened?
Fucking ignorant asshole. I was passing a warehouse, and the proverbial floodgates had opened because there was a traffic light that had just released a whole bunch of people to go. And just as we were right on top of the exit to this warehouse, a driver that pulls trucks out of this warehouse just pulled out right in front of traffic, didn't even bother looking.
Red.
Red.
Yeah. Par for the course.
Well, that's all right. Crappy. That company has actually by now they've paid the town that I live in. They've paid for all the street lights to be replaced
because they can't read.
Because they can't read, and I don't know how Right. Here's the thing. I don't know how the hell they do this. You know that barbecue joint, right?
Right.
There's a little back road that'll spit you out closer to my house. You know, if you take
Uh-huh.
that road and go back there, it takes a mile or two off the trip, and it'll
Right.
spit you out on a side road not far from my house.
Right.
One of those guys ended up on that little back road. And thing is, if you're a full-size truck on that road, there is no way to turn around without night lamps, and that's exactly what he did.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I know the ticket. The ticket, if you're a tractor trailer caught on the main street of that town, it's $312
Yeah.
ticket.
Yep.
And the cops loved it because once that outfit took over,
Uh-huh.
they've made. I mean, they're writing 3 or 4 of those tickets a day for that company.
Damn.
So,
Well, the drivers ended up paying them.
So, Thunder, you said so.
how do they end up hiring so many incompetent people? Or do they just not fire these people when they get them a ticket?
It's a little bit of column A, little column B.
Because that company likes to lie to you. Tell you one thing to get you in the door, and then when you start to go in the door, they tell you, well, what we told you is not right. That ain't going to happen.
My skepticism was proven true. I know
What's that?
that whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
There's a mod that does that to you that I need to find for New Vegas. Basically, the guy tells you, yeah, you do bounties for us, you'll get 500,000 caps. Then when you sign up, you get a message on your Pip-Boy saying, yeah, that 500,000 caps is paid you in installments over a decade. So,
Yeah.
then again, bounty hunting and the Fallout with everything being basically all worn out from disrepair and nuclear bombs falling. And also, you as the player character, you get a magic compass that just points you to your bounty. Love that magic compass.
Oh,
So Thunder's got a magic compass. Next, he's going to have a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
But is there a thump thump inside? A theme park ride that became a movie.
yeah, what
Yeah.
theme park might be making a movie?
Pirates of the Caribbean. That had been a theme park ride at Disney for decades.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still making those films.
No, I think they stopped when I believe that whole Johnny
It was
Depp
that movie.
thing happened.
It was the movie they put out. It was the movie they put out. They put out one movie after the Johnny Depp thing, and it flopped because it didn't have Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah, so they already made enough
But
of those
then-
movies anyway.
But then the funny part is with the whole Johnny Depp thing, it turns out, hey, she was lying the whole time. Duh.
Yeah. Disney's Haunted Mansion was it was a fairly decent movie.
The ride was better.
I've seen a thing on that. Basically, there's two ghosts now in the haunted mansion. Technically, the one that does the voice for the crystal ball, and like the hologram, I think it is.
Do what now?
Basically, there's two people who did the voice. Like one that did the voice for the crystal ball, I believe, that has since passed. So it's basically technically a ghost of a person.
Mm.
I still think the best haunted house I've been to was in Indiana Beach. Although there's one near Niles that has got like hayride and stuff. That one is pretty cool too, but it's expensive. Last time I went there, I was just light. I was just on this side of being, or just on the good side of being too heavy for the zip line. So I got to zip line, and I'm probably too heavy for that now.
Yeah, that sucks.
Zip lines are fun.
There's one you need to go to in Tennessee. Weight limit is 700 pounds, and I think it's 5 or 6 different zip lines you ride.
Again, you have to
Is that the
question.
one
Like,
thing? Is that the one thing, or is that the one that ends up being like 4 miles long?
Yeah, I think so.
see, why even have a weight limit that big? I mean, if you're 700 pounds, you probably can't even get out of bed.
It's a whale going through the sky.
Like,
You got some big ones in Tennessee.
I mean,
And we're not just talking about Dolly Parton's breasts.
No.
I may joke about needing a wide load sticker on a moped, but that person does actually probably need a wide load sticker when on a moped, if a moped would even support their weight.
yeah, I was going to say,
Nope.
break the moped. Probably eat the moped as well.
He sits on the moped, it disappears.
Actually, that reminds me, have you ever seen the video of the French guy that used to eat, like, bicycles and stuff?
I've heard of it.
He used to, like, eat, like, light bulbs and things. He would smash them up and then eat the glass.
Yeah, it's a sideshow thing.
Yeah, he died when he was 56, which isn't really too much of a surprise.
No shit, you eat garbage for a living.
To be honest, it's a miracle you even lived that long.
There's some people who
Howdy.
what is it? There's two different sideshow attractions. The
Have a good one.
physically deformed, and then the ones that actually are the ones that are more they hone their craft. I've seen a show where they interviewed, or it was basically a sideshow in the last of the sideshows that were just in San Francisco. Like they have a business front, and they got to talk to the Lobster Boy's son, I believe. But
Yeah, I know
apparently,
people like. On you go, sorry.
yeah, apparently the Lobster Man was not that great of a man.
I know people say it's like, oh, it's exploitation and things like that, but realistically, what other challenges people have of getting a job?
Not much.
In a way, what you're doing is you're taking money away from them if you did I
In
in the
fact-
right.
Yeah. In fact, because of the Lobster Man's deformity with his fingers and stuff, he got away with murder because the prisons just couldn't take care of his needs.
How hard would it be to have some guy just to feed him? and wipe his arse, I assume.
I don't know, but yeah.
I think it was more of a matter of helping him get dressed every morning.
Then again, that's really not much of an excuse because I remember watching years ago there was a documentary. I think it was like some Indian guy who had no arms, but he could use a knife and fork. He could carry buckets. It was amazing. I was like, fucking hell.
I've seen people like that. I saw a interview with, or like an interview tape documentary thing with a woman who she lost her arms at like 8 because she was climbing on a power box, and well, electricity blew her arms off. But she like basically could do everything with her feet, and like they show her changing a diaper.
Hmm.
Like,
Imagine how she stirs the soup.
I'm betting she washes first.
That went completely over your head, Thunder.
A lot of things go over my head.
Stirring the soup is an old slang term for rubbing one out.
Yeah, I didn't get it
Oh.
either, so you're the only one.
I thought I knew all the terms for that particular motion.
Every time you think that you know all the terms, 5 more get invented.
True. I'm quite partial to flicking the bean myself. That's always a funny one for me.
Nah.
Oh, we've gone over an hour. So,
Yes, we have.
are you, you're live tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes. About
So
8
that'd be-
a.m.
That means that's the next live stream from us, followed by blind trucking at 7. So be there, or be some shape parallel to a triangle. Bye.
I still think she's